So Anthony Joshua defeats Andy Ruiz on a 12-round unanimous decision. He recaptures his WBA, IBF, and WBO heavyweight title. He put on a clinic in this fight. He won it on points as I predicted. I thought that Anthony Joshua would just stay at range, keep his jab going, keep it at distance, really only throw hard shots when he needs to. And as I also said, I also felt that Anthony Joshua would only go for a knockout in this fight if he felt he had an absolute dead man in front of him. And Ruiz was live this fight, but, he was just unbelievably heavy. We knew that when he weighed in 283. I kind of knew straight away when I saw that weigh-in that this fight was done. I think I seen George Foreman say it as well, that he felt this fight was done before it even started. The feet, Andy Ruiz has never had the quickest feet, but at 283, God almighty, he had slow as anything, feet were slow as anything, couldn't get close to Anthony Joshua, couldn't really put any pressure on him, got cut in the first round by a right hand. He never really had much success at all in this fight, apart from the 8th round. He had a bit of success in that fight, but that was really the only round that you could say Andy Ruiz really, took a foothold in it. Other than that, it was Anthony Joshua boxing well, moving around the ring very well, and just controlling the fight with his jab. That's pretty much how you beat Andy Ruiz. That is literally how you beat Andy Ruiz. You just control him with a jab, you keep him on the outside, you don't engage him, and Andy Ruiz's feet, to be honest with you, a part of me kind of thought that he sell out when he weighed in at 283, because he should have known that Joshua was going to be even slower. He should have known that Joshua was going to box. All right, and if he knows Joshua's going to box, he's going to need to close his man down. Why on earth would you come in heavier? When you're not really a pressure fighter, you're not a guy who's going to go like Jarrell Miller and just bully and try and steamroll Anthony Joshua. That just doesn't make sense to me. Why you come in even heavier? So he'd slower feet. As I said, he was getting picked off by jabs. Anthony Joshua boxed fantastically well. Very disciplined performance. Very good performance from Anthony Joshua. I've seen a lot of people now say that Anthony Joshua beats all the other heavyweights out there. Okay, let's not get too carried away here. He beat Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz is a good fighter, but a very heavy Andy Ruiz, and I want to see what would happen against the Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury. I don't think that Joshua will fight Wilder anytime soon, personally. I think that could be dangerous. But, in terms of performance, he did what he needed to do to beat a guy who, Andy Ruiz is good. He's dangerous, but he's beatable, very beatable. If you keep him at distance, you box at range, Andy Ruiz can't really do anything. He's a front foot counter puncher. He's not like a Povetkin who has quick feet. He's just, all he does is look to counter you with fast combinations, fast hooks. That's it. So Andy Ruiz, in my opinion, he was never going to do anything really in this fight. At the way he was, with the foot speed, with everything, he was never going to win this fight. So that's my thoughts on this. I watched this fight. I watched the last half of this fight with the commentary off, because I actually had to watch this with the Sky commentary, and they had the local goof. They had the local drunk on commentary, Tony Bellew, who done a fantastic job of sucking Anthony Joshua's you-know-what. And they need to fire that guy. Like, they really do. I said it in a video about a week ago. Everyone knows a local drunk or a local town goof, and Tony Bellew is boxing's local goof. Why this man is featured as a commentator is beyond me, because the guy knows absolutely nothing when it comes to boxing. He was even making references to Joseph Parker, how Joseph Parker came to survive in that fight. Not even mentioning the fact the referee wouldn't even let them get remotely close to one another. So, Tony Bellew, yes, I said, the local goof on commentary, Sky need to fire that guy. Seriously. If anyone from Sky listens to this video, fire that guy. He is horrific as a commentator. Horrific. But back to this fight. Good performance from Anthony Joshua. Boxed to a perfect tee. Kept the game plan. We embraced Andy Ruiz after it. Andy Ruiz, magnanimous in defeat. Anthony Joshua, he righted the wrong of the first fight. He exercised the demons. So it's onwards and upwards. Be interested to see what happens in the new year, who he fights next. But yeah, good performance, solid performance from Anthony Joshua. I thought he boxed very well. I thought, the movement was good. The stamina was good, because he didn't really show any signs of stamina fatigue or anything like that. He didn't seem to mentally unravel. Seemed to just do what he needed to do. Boxed very well. And yeah, Anthony Joshua, he rights the wrong. Now, I don't want to sound bad about this, but Andy Ruiz joins an exclusive club of Jim Braddock, Buster Douglas, Hasim Rahman as guys who pulled off upsets and then lost the title immediately. So, it's not a good club, but you're in that club, so it's not a bad club to be in, I suppose. But yeah, credit to Andy Reese though. He did what he had to do in June, and he was just too heavy, too slow. And Anthony Joshua was just a far superior boxer on the night. And yeah, he picks up his titles. He's back at the top of the heavyweight division. Who knows? But yeah, it'd be interesting to see now what happens in the Wilder Fury rematch, and it'd be interesting to see what happens with regards, if he vacates the title, if he gets stripped, Usyk, guys like that. Be all interesting. Let me know what you thought of the fight down below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, of course, subscribe if you're new. I'll be doing a live stream now straight after this fight. Let's have some more discussion in it, so feel free to join it if you want. And as always, I will talk to you after.